Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry that I haven't posted in a couple of days, but I haven't been feeling well. The cold, and then it gets warm, and then it gets cold, kind of gets me stuffed up and sneezing and coughing, and I really didn't want to do that on the channel. Um, I call it a channel because that's exactly what it is. I may only have a few subscribers, but you know, that's not what I'm doing. I'm trying to keep myself not being lonely, and so that's what I'm doing. Is I if I talk to the camera every day, I think I might actually be speaking to somebody. So that's why I'm doing this. You got to try to get like up to 10 minutes, which I think I've been practicing. I've been talking to myself, but here's one of the things I wanted to talk about today: saving on electricity and trying to save money. So, what I've been doing for the last couple of months is thinking about solar power. I've actually gotten a little solar bank. I actually have a couple of them. I got two of them from Timu, and I got one from Bluetti. I got it on sale, and I have a 100-watt solar panel. So every day I'm out. As soon as at 8 o'clock when the sun comes out, it's out there. It doesn't matter if it's cold or not, it's out there. And then I can watch to make sure that it's powering correctly. And then I bring it in and I can put it on my TV if I want to. You know, it's like if you're at work, everything is turned off. I have a refrigerator, freezer that I keep on. Shinobi, he's looking at he's looking at my tripod, but he needs to stop doing that. He keeps me warm at night, so it's not like in the negative degrees down here. But it's cold enough. So that's what I've been doing. So anyway, back to the solar power. I have my Bluetti. Um, it's like I think it's a 600-watt little portable thing that I can use to plug in my television. It takes care of the television. It takes care of the Wi-Fi. It doesn't take care of my heater, and it doesn't take care of my lights. So during the day, I don't have my lights on. I got windows around in here that I can do that with. If anybody out there that's listening has solar in their house, I would very much like to hear from you, because I have been in contact with some solar power companies to try to see what's going to happen during the summer. This is what's happening nowadays, folks. Everybody is out there trying to find some way to pay their bills, and even if you're retired, which I am not yet, um, you might get your Social Security, you might use your retirement, but that only goes so far. So you got to try to find ways to save money. So that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm trying to save money, and I'm sorry. I'm just like I also have been speaking to my sisters, and I say to them, "What do you think Ma and Pa Ingalls would have done? What would the frontiers people have done? What would the Native Americans and the Indians have done? Out in the winter, they survived, didn't they? Well, I don't have a wood stove, which would be wonderful if I had one. Um, because we have a lot of wood around here, and that would keep me warm, keep myself and Shinobi the cat warm all the time. So that would be something. Again, guys, I'm sorry about my speech. But the more I do this, I think the more comfortable I'll be with doing this. And it, like I said, it gives me something to think about. I think about it all day long. If I'm going to do a YouTube channel, what am I going to talk about? Well, I'm talking. But when it gets to the point where you're actually recording, there's something in yourself that just says, okay, you can't say that, you can't do this. Watch out for your hands, watch out for the way you look, which is why I'm wearing makeup today. Because generally, I don't wear makeup. I don't like it. So I've been watching a lot of YouTube things to just practice and get tips on what it is you can talk about. I don't have paranormal stuff to talk about. I don't have Bigfoot stuff. I don't have Dogman stuff. And that seems to be the things that people want to watch. It's just me. And maybe every once in a while, Shinobi will come up here and might say hi as my cat. He's a big guy. He's almost 30 pounds. He's 6 years old. He's got some Siamese in him because he's got blue eyes. But that's what I'm doing right now. And yeah, I got to keep talking because as soon as I hit stop recording, something else will come into my head. So, like I said, I'm just going to practice until I get comfortable with talking to a video camera, which is basically my Android. I have been in touch with a couple of solar power companies. Really what I want to do is I don't want to have the whole house solar powered. That's not going to happen. But I would like to have something that would take care of my air conditioner. You know, not going to have it on all the time, but if you have it on all the time during the summer months where I live, yeah, it's going to be a lot of money, and I'm not wanting to do that. So even right now, I don't have heat in the house. What I have is a little heater, and I spend a lot of time under blankets, and I try to move around a lot. So there's that. Okay, what else? What? Shinobi, what are you doing? Shinobi likes to sit up here with me. He keeps himself warm. I keep myself warm. So that's, yeah, there's that. I'm going to continue practicing. If you can like and subscribe, and even better for me would be if you left a comment telling me what it is that I should talk to you about, and trying to get everything going. Just anything. Just tell me what it is that you would like me to talk about, or maybe not talk about, or even some tips would be fantastic. So I don't know if I said this before, that I am trying to figure out how to edit things, my video thing. I'm not used to talking to a camera. I'm really not used to talking to myself. I think things to myself, but I don't talk about it. So this is going to be a little bit of time for me to get comfortable with doing this. So anyway, thanks guys. I'm sure as soon as I get off of this video, I'm going to have a couple of other things that I would be able to come and talk to you about. But right now I don't. I'm going to start writing things down about what it is to talk about. Oh, hi, Shinobi. He's holding my hand. He's holding my paw. This is what he does all day. And then he snuggles up underneath the covers with me. And, another thing about saving money is I generally don't have my TV on during the day. I read a lot. I read a lot of books. And, I watch TV not too much because I'm starting to get a little tired about what is going on in this country, and that's not something I want to talk about. I don't care if you're Republican, I don't care if you're Democrat, unless we're face to face and you ask me a question, I'm going to keep my opinions about that to myself. And, I watch a lot of YouTube because it's entertaining to me. I like to see that. So we'll keep going on. Right? Say goodbye, Shinobi. Say goodbye. Okay. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. I'll have more things that I may have to speak to you about. But if you watch these YouTube people, they're so good at what they do. And I watched an older gentleman, and he said, just keep practicing until you get to where you're comfortable with talking to yourself and talking to the camera, because you're not actually talking to yourself, you're talking to the camera. So we have that. Okay, I'm going to keep practicing. I'm going to keep doing it. Bye, guys.